oil effect. Hello. Thank you. I guess I'll go ahead and start. I have my tea. Apparently this is fully voice acted or whatever, so I don't need to read any of the stuff. It has really good reviews, and it's new. Let's go.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Am I like a werewolf or something? Look at my fingers, all like icky looking.
You're here to slay her.
Oh.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh my gosh, I have so many choices. Okay, wait. Okay. Explore the end of the world. What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing it. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward? Okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted to off up Monarch. Viva la Revolution. Silently continue to the cabin or turn around and leave. Oh, I didn't know I'd have so many choices. Huh. Do I want to be evil? I don't know. We're only a minute in and I'm overwhelmed. I'm going to say nothing and just go to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Oh, okay, I only have one option.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay, I guess I'll take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Enter the basement. Oh, now my little hand has a blade.
Breaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. Or do I stay silent still? I like the, hey, I think I'm here to kill you. I think that's funny. I mean,
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Okay.
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Thank you.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Got a blade. I'm going to just step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Ah! Okay. I can already slay the princess. Oh. Ooh.
I'm positive.
You're sure she's not armed? Okay.
But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
Oh. Oh. I mean, they said I need to. They said I need to slay her. He said I need to. What if I just do it? Will that just be the end? Let's slay her.
Charge the princess, blade in hand, but unfortunately your earlier suspicions proved correct. A blade of her own slips down her
Thanks,
sleeve and
narrator.
touches you in the neck. Blood sprays from the cut, your severed carotid artery painting the princess with strokes of red. You'd better finish your task quickly before you run out of time.
Ah! Finish the job.
With the last bit of your will, you press forward, sinking the blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
The two of you collapse on the floor together, rapidly bleeding out.
Somehow, I thought this would turn out a little differently. But I wonder, do you really think that this was enough to stop me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark,
Okay.
and you die.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm... Okay. Chapter 2.
You're on a path
Oh.
in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. I'm getting deja vu. Hasn't this already happened? I died. What am I doing here? She's going to kill me again. I already slew the princess. Why am I here again? Proceed to the cabin, turn around and leave. Why am I here again?
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time.
Okay, sure.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
Stabbed to death? And you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. When we asked you if you were sure she didn't have a weapon on her, you said you were positive she didn't. But it turns out she did, because when we charged her, she started stabbing us to death.
Calm down, I assure you she has no weapons, so there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
I feel like the narrator's the bad guy. Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to
I
me.
did listen to you. I slayed her.
We did exactly what you said.
Okay, thank you.
Sounds to me like you probably had some kind of elaborate nightmare, in which case I shouldn't be held accountable for what supposedly happened. But congratulations, you've been given a chance to actually do this right. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We stabbed the princess stabbed us, and now everyone's right back to where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
Screw this. Who cares what happened to everyone else? She's not going to play fair, so we should do what we can to save ourselves and just get out of here.
At least you know not to trust her, but you do realize that everything and everyone includes you, right? If you turn around and leave, you're dooming yourself as well as everyone else. She just caught us by surprise last time. She can't do that twice. So long as we're careful, we can win this. That's the spirit. Just keep that stiff upper lip, and you'll save the world in no time at all.
Let's talk about this princess. We killed each other last time around. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again? All she did last time around was stab me to death. How can someone like that end the world? Who locked her here in the basement? I want to know that.
Locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this.
Oh, I'm special.
It's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things are. Oh. I didn't know we were special.
They like that too.
Of course you're special.
Oh, thanks.
Why else would you be here?
If anyone's special here, it's her. That was a nasty trick she pulled on us.
Okay. Ooh. What aren't you telling
Told you
me?
everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
You didn't tell us about her knife last time, though.
It's fair.
That's because she's unarmed.
She's
And
not
more than
unarmed.
that, it's because there wasn't a last time.
How can I make sure that doesn't happen
If
again?
she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
But that's what I
Don't
did.
get stabbed while you're at it.
Alright, that's all.
Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Alright. Turn around and leave.
And away we go. Good call.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Yes, I definitely know where I'm going. I'm actually pretty okay with the world ending. I relish the coming of a new dawn beyond our own. Gonna walk the opposite direction now.
There won't be a new dawn if the world ends. There'll just be nothing forever. Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin.
Oh.
How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Turn around again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. Everything is getting... What's going on? Where are we?
Narrator.
That son of a bitch flipped over the table, didn't he?
The world around you is unwound, its physical matter replaced by a textured nothingness. It is quiet. There's a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. The vessel is full of you. I need something empty I can crawl inside of. I need something shaped like me. Embrace the thoughts. Let's embrace them. Let's embrace it. Urgency. You have a story you need to finish. It is the only way for us to escape this place. Force pushing against your will. No, you cannot go back. Not there. Regret. This world is broken beyond repair. We must weave something new. A wagging finger. There's only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am our only salvation. Chapter 1 again. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path,
Okay.
you're here to slay her.
Yes, end the world. Okay. Okay, so this is exactly the same as the first one. Let's see. Do I get a reward?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Oh, can you tell me what the prize
It's
is?
a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Okay, thanks for telling me what to
Don't
do.
mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat.
Yep. Alright, let's go. Maybe this time I take the blade
The
and...
interior of the cabin is all the blade is your implement.
I guess I'll take the blade, and then this time I'll...
The door to the basement creaks open. Her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous.
Don't let it fool you.
Okay. Just checking in on you.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
I'm just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
Okay, maybe I'll drop the knife this time.
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
Poker in the eye.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that? What's your name? Oh, what is your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
I want to know your name. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Frustrating. Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
Do you?
Yes, I do. You're supposed to end the world. You're apparently going to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
Well, I mean, that's what you said.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
I was hoping you'd tell me. No, but I'm sure they have their reasons. No, and if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than inclined to trust them. I am, because the narrator seems evil.
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart. Hopefully.
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
I have a few more questions.
Fine. What do you want to know?
Oh, I can only ask these.
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't, well, we can always put that knife to good use.
We can cut your hand off?
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting. She is. I'm sure of it.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Alright.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
I guess
know why you're here.
we'll let her free this time. I'm going to keep you locked away, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better. While I decide to... let's try to get her out.
Oh, you have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's lying around, and if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free. I guess I'll check upstairs.
I'll be here.
Okay, great.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement.
If she kills me, I'm gonna be
The stairs
pissed.
slammed shut. Is someone else here?
Hey, let me
Your
out.
shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you
Narrator?
won't leave until the task is done.
Narrator, shut me in. Try the door.
But it's locked from
You
me. I'll repeat
bastard.
myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Alright. Okay. Fine.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
Why?
Won't like what happens if you do.
Ah, jeez. Okay. Save the princess.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Okay. I guess let's go.
No,
Oh my.
we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world.
Knife's all bloody now.
No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and
No!
raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
No! No! No. Warn her!
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it! Stop resisting me! I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Ah! Where's the warn her? Resist!
The blade. Move the blade.
No,
You're
narrator.
doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
What?
Then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Oh, this chapter 2 is different.
You're on a path in the woods. You're
Yep.
here to...
I died. What am I doing here?
Show you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying. I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this really did happen. Why should I listen to you? Oh, I already said that last time. Let's just go to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie.
Yep.
Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wait, did you just say wink out loud? No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Alright.
The interior
Oh,
of the
it's
cabin
different.
is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Ooh, approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
What are you talking about?
This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
In the mirror.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
You got rid of the mirror. But I want to see what I look like.
A second ago, and now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important.
He doesn't want us to see
Keep our
us.
eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
Let's enter the basement without the
I'm
blade
afraid
this
I'm
time.
going to insist we take the blade.
Come
We're in
on.
a dangerous situation, and I'm not letting us go down there without a weapon.
Are you sure? What if she, I don't know, turns it against us? Which I'm bringing up in a purely hypothetical manner.
Yes, I'm sure.
Turns it against you? She's a prisoner here. She'll only be able to turn it against you if you give it to her. Which you won't be doing because she's an existential threat to the entire world. Okay? I'm trusting you.
Don't I get a say?
Normally, yeah, but not about this. Call it a reflex. We take the knife as we go.
Wonderful. You do exactly that, sweeping the knife from the table before proceeding to the basement. Don't worry about it. We have a knife, so what? It's not like we have to use it. No, you don't have to do anything, but you do well to use it regardless. Moving on.
The
Okay.
door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us?
Hmm.
You walk down the stairs
Oh.
and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck?
Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier.
Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
I'm not sure I need to do much of anything. Do you see how locked up she is? I'm just going to leave her here. Leave the princess in the basement, or sit with her, or slay her. Let's leave her in the basement.
By divine will, just as you finish the thought, you hear a door slam.
Never mind.
I'm afraid you won't be leaving until the task is finished. Doesn't matter how many chains she's in, without your intervention, she'll find a way out eventually. That's not fair. Unless you deal with her right here, right now, she will remain an existential threat to the entire world. What seems unfair to you is fair for everyone else. Huh. So it's not even safe to think. I see how it is.
How surprising. They locked you down here too.
I'll sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
Hello.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sit here.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
What happened after I died last time? I've been here before, am I the only one that remembers that? That other chain on the wall, who is it for? I want to know what the other chain's for.
but you could always try it on.
No.
Maybe it'll fit.
No. I'm
I
good.
hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
What happened after I died last time?
Oh, are we talking about that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But sure, I'll fill you in. Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them. And now you're back.
Yeah.
Is that really all she knows?
It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
First you make a comment about having been here before, and now this. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things.
It's complicated things how, exactly?
Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
A contingency for what?
For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck.
If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably.
I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative.
The first version of me. I wanted to be the first.
That's pathetic.
I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky, so don't waste that luck by messing it up again.
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
I won't.
Fine, but you won't get another word from me on the matter.
Yeah, sure. We'll see about that.
Just give it a rest, this isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
Slay the princess. Let's inspect the
I
shackle.
wouldn't do that if I were you.
But I really want
And
to.
why is that?
Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
I mean, I have the knife.
And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
I don't know. Maybe it will.
He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to
I agree.
investigate.
But what if he's telling the truth?
He isn't.
I am.
Oh, let's inspect it.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next. What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad? Yes, it's bad.
Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time.
Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands,
What?
snapping around your neck. And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, The same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement.
Excuse me?
Yes? Are we stuck here now?
No!
Yes.
No!
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
No, you can reach that.
What are we
Surely.
supposed to do now?
Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
That's horrible.
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information.
Yeah, I guess so.
Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch.
No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
Did you know this was going to happen to me?
No.
What should we do?
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
Not one for small talk.
Nope.
Okay.
That's rude.
We're both stuck here. Wait
You
in
and the
silence.
princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring.
There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing.
But there isn't. Time passes.
No.
It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything. But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there. Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
How exactly does that work?
It just does.
But
Your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again. And let me guess, the cabin remains the same.
if time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there, but then they get larger and larger.
Maybe you notice the basement changing.
I don't like small talk. Remember?
Well, fine.
Still rude.
I guess we'll just keep waiting in silence.
You continue to wait in silence, and the
Oh,
cabin
look.
continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
She hasn't starved.
I guess she hasn't.
Even more so
Oh.
as time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass, until suddenly, there are no walls.
We're free!
And
I think he's gone.
We're free!
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us.
Yay!
So this is the outside world. It's cold.
Oh. Okay. But you don't get the chance to respond. Something has taken her away. It's left something else in her stead.
she's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror.
Let's look at the mirror.
Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go looking for her. The narrator's gone. I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror. Approach the mirror. Let's approach the mirror.
Begging you, don't do this.
Why? I want to see what I look like. The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
What? No, I want to... You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
You're right. Part.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Let's look at us. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. Me! I mean, that's not that bad. You're alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin? Oh! Hi! You're at the cabin! Approach her. Oh! You recognize the presence inhabiting the shell. It's the entity that dwells in the spaces between.
Something returns to the long quiet. It has surrendered its path of annihilation and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
You're that thing I met in the space outside of the woods. I thought it was a dream. What are you? The gift of fragile vessel. Is this the end of the world? Let her out of there. Do you know the narrator? Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here? Do you know about the worlds beyond this place? Are you the princess? What happens now? Destroy your body. There's too many options. I want to know if he knows the narrator.
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Okay.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Aw. Are you what sent me to slay the princess?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I'm a I don't know what I am. That didn't look like a person in the mirror.
I think that you are like me.
No. I'm definitely not like you.
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Okay. Sure. Let's see. Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always a princess, or are you just making her a part of
You
yourself?
speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
I don't know. I'd like to know. Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Well, you're the thing I met in the space outside of the woods.
Vague recollections, empty tunnels without a mouth. I am sorry if I frightened
Why are you so cryptic? Okay, do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Great. Gift of a fragile vessel.
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own.
Uh-huh.
This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart. Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
You don't know. Destroy your body or attack. Well, what happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Okay. Do all the things then? Okay, wait. Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you? How much will I forget? How many more pieces of you do I have to find? And what if I don't let you do this to me? I was sent to slay the princess. Stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do. Make me forget. I want to know how many more pieces I need to find.
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
So a lot? Like more than 3? And what if I don't let you do this?
Then we will be here forever.
No,
As we are now. Unfinished.
I don't like that.
Dry. Hollow.
Aren't you scared I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
I was sent to slay the princess. If I help you, is that what you're going to
You
do?
ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape.
Yeah, okay. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers.
I don't like her.
Sprawling and unilluminated.
Alright, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Alright, I'll remember you.
You won't.
I will. Everything goes dark and you die. Chapter 3? Chapter 1? Again? Okay.
You're on a path.
Okay, yeah. Let's just go. Let's go to the let's go to the cabin.
A warning. She
Yeah,
will
I know.
lie.
She'll lie, she'll cheat. Let's go.
The interblade is your
Okay, let's just go without the blade this time.
The door to the base. Her
Yep.
voice
Hello? Is someone there?
Oh, she sounds different.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
No, I've never heard this voice before.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
This is a different
You're
voice.
playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Lie and say I'm here to save you.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
I see. You're trying to get her to lower her guard. It's a gamble, but it might work.
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Okay.
You walk down the stairs.
Okay, she
your
looks the
eyes
same.
on the princess. There's a heavy chain
Yep.
around her.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
No.
You were lying when you said you were here to rescue her, but regardless of your intentions, breaking her out of those chains would be a big mistake. Don't
I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
Yeah, I'm sure no one will close the door.
Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Do you have an idea if there's no key?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
You sound so different. I hate it.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
I guess
He offers the
so.
suggestion with almost complete nonchalance.
If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door
Yep, the
someone
door's
else
shut.
here.
Try the door.
Try the door.
Yep. Let's go back downstairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade.
Well, I wanted to
You
do
were
something
supposed to.
different.
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I mean, you closed the
I
door.
heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. She rips her flesh from her bone.
I mean, why didn't she do that earlier then?
The clang of bouncing metal.
Why didn't you do this before?
From upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here. There's a time to strike. It's now.
No,
Or you could use it to free her.
She's already chewing off her arm.
What happens if you do that?
Save the princess. She went. She.
Fine. Against your
There you go,
better
yep.
judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this cut.
Yep.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
Yep.
Her limb falls to the ground,
Great.
and the head. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours. Blood from her
Great.
wounded arm
Good job.
dripping rhythmically to the ground.
I guess we're free.
How is she still smiling?
You
after
could have done
everything?
this earlier.
It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now
No
let's get out of here.
Let's go.
We won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world.
Okay, we've done
As the
this.
princess. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Okay.
What are you doing?
My mom. Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it! Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist.
The blade! Move the blade!
No.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Oh, she's gonna kill me again.
Plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake.
For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
God. Just do a better job.
Does she? Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound. It won't be long before you bleed out.
Great.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. It's fine.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her
Rivulets?
blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this.
No, I bet it'll
Oh, that's
restart.
rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark. And you die.
Okay. The damsel. Another chapter 2.
You're on a path in the woods. And you're
Yep.
here.
Let's say I'm getting deja
Terrible
vu.
sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here. If he doesn't remember what happened, then...
Yes,
Okay.
he didn't approve of us last time,
The
did he?
smitten.
If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess.
Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love,
and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
This is more than deja vu. I'm pretty sure this whole thing
We
literally
could go
just
back and
happened.
forth on this forever, and it won't get you any closer to doing your job and saving the world. So let's just agree to disagree.
Alright, let's go.
A warning.
Yes, she will lie, she
We
will
already
cheat.
told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Alright, let's go.
The interior of the cabin is
Oh, it's
clean
different
and
again.
elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries. A prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror.
There is a mirror.
There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here.
In which case she'd be lying to you because, again, there isn't a mirror.
Why would you lie about that? What's the point? I want to look at myself and see how handsome I am. That.
That's a great idea. We have to make sure we're looking our best before we say
Yes,
that.
yes, yes.
We shouldn't waste time preening. But if he is lying about the mirror, it might be important. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall.
They do that
I hope
every
you know
time.
how
Gets rid of the
ridiculous you look right now.
gets rid of the
It was there
mirror.
a second ago.
And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Alright, let's take the blade this time.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult.
I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword. That way she'll know we can defend her from her enemies.
Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge, and hopefully it doesn't get turned on us. Again, there's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. You'll need it to do your job.
Let's go.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Is this
Her
voice different
voice.
too?
It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
I wonder if there's
You walk down
how many
the stairs
chapters
and
there
lock
are, because I've
eyes
only
with
been
the
able to get
princess.
1 and
There's
2.
a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing. And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before. That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world. But everything reset. Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible. Horrible for you, maybe. But we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her? We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise. Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
You killed me last time and it hurt a lot. Why'd you do that? Do I have to cut you out again? I didn't care for last time. What happened after I died? Did you end the world after you killed me? I'm sorry about what happened. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was unfair. Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
I don't trust you.
Just like our darling princess, she wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips. Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
The world sucks. People are a plague, and I hope you brought a slow and painful ruin to them all. I have no feeling one way or the other about the world ending. I don't want the world to end. Let's say the world sucks.
I can't believe that the fate of the entire world has been left in the hands of a misanthrope.
Lucky for you, I did destroy the world.
Thank you.
I destroyed all of it and made it awful for everyone.
Wonderful.
I'd point out that she just admitted to obliterating the entire world, but I guess that wouldn't actually move you. Oh, it moves me. Whatever we do next, we should do our best to not let her out. But have you seen her angelic face? She should get a pass. She just wanted to make us happy. By destroying the world? Apparently, yes.
Do I have to cut you out again? Oh, let me ask what happened after I died.
You died, and now we're talking.
Oh, okay. Do I have to cut you out again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
No, I'd rather not.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done. What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird? She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
I'm sorry about what happened last time.
Another version of me was pushed to such drastic action. It was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Thank you.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Why did you kill me last time?
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Did we?
No.
We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone. She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
Let's rescue
No.
her.
I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? Yes. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought. You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings, and doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
Oh, we
Approach the
can
princess
just...
and gingerly slide her hand through the holdings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned.
So she's stupid. She could have slid them out herself.
I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free. And you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
No problem.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Are you sure you want to do this? Just one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade is buried in her back, and everyone out there is saved. Is that a threat? You know what we'll do if you try it. You're going to regret this.
What do we do now?
What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection, and then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I want you to tell me what you want. There must be something you want. Do you want to end the world? I just want to leave. We can figure the rest out later. If you want to leave, then let's leave. Something isn't right. I'm sorry. Slay the princess. If you want to leave, let's leave.
Sounds perfect.
Great. Let's go.
The princess takes your hand in hers. You let your blade tumble uselessly to the floor, and with it tumbles the last hope for the entire
Yay.
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made, and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs, hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair! We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
I think we can open it if we try together.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together. Blech. And
Yay!
the door creaks open. Are you kidding me? I told you our love was insurmountable. You and the princess make your way upstairs. Her freedom and the world's ruin are just a few moments away. If you don't mind, I'm going to fix myself a drink before you ruin everything. If I'm about to see the end of the world, I'd rather not see it sober.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you
I thought it's what you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside.
Yay.
Happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
I don't know.
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
Yes.
Cool. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Man. Well, I guess the hands are back. You don't get a chance to make that jacket, nor will you ever. This time for you to leave, memory returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? Is that a mirror? Why is it here?
We've been here before.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
No, let's go. You approach the
I
mirror.
don't like that silence.
Gaze at your reflection. Pretty sure this was the same as last time. Yep. Oh, I've grown. You've grown? Yay. Alright. I'm at the cabin again.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
How much have you changed? When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed, but in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
The end of this, I'm going to kill you, right? When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before? You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you, or why? What do you want me to bring next time? How many more vessels do I need? I'm ready to go back. What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
I'm going to kill you once we're
There
finished.
is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover. Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
All right. Chapter 1? Yeah.
You're on a path. You're
Yep.
here.
Yep. Killing a princess seems bad.
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Let's go.
You make a warning.
Yep.
She will...
Yep.
The interior of the blade.
Yep. Let's take the blade.
Take the blade.
Let's go in the basement.
Her voice.
Who's there?
Oh, it's the original
She
lady.
sounds. Don't let it fool you.
Okay. Let's just say hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. That she's so. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Step forward.
You step forward. Your grip on the blade.
Oh? No talking then? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? So, you should just drop.
She's unarmed.
Okay. I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Fine. Good. I guess we're at an impasse.
I guess we are.
Alright.
For the love of everything, just slay her already. Or drop the blade. Do something.
What did I do the first? I've already dropped the blade. But then she killed me. Let's stare at the princess while holding onto the blade. Let's do that.
Stare at the princess, squinting fiercely. She squints back. The two of you are going to do this forever, aren't you? You'll have to blink eventually. Just make a choice.
I guess let's slay her.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured.
Holy shit, that hurts!
Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around.
Finish the job?
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh,
The two of you fall to the floor.
this was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay. Oh, another new chapter 2.
You're on a path.
Yep.
You're here to
Yep. Let's go. Let's go to the cabin.
a warning. She
Yeah,
will
she'll lie.
Cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear?
Crystal, let's just get on with it already.
Let's go.
The cabin is
New
tighter
room.
than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your
Let's take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar.
Let's... I wonder if you go to the mirror with the blade, if that makes a difference.
Walk up to the wall next to the... What are you talking about?
Oh, no,
You
same
reach
as always.
And now it's gone, so all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
The
Let's
door to the
go.
basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulphuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing... Her fierce voice carries up.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view.
Oh, she's a
large shackle leading from her
devil
wrist to
person.
the basement wall. Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife, too. Yeah, I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
You look different.
You look exactly the same.
Thank you.
Right, fine. If you're not going to address it, I will. What? You've already met the princess has already met you. The two of you killed each other. Did you think you'd be able to just openly talk about all that without me noticing? Maybe. You did seem to just gloss over the whole thing for a while. Of course I glossed over it. When a colleague says something insane, glossing over it is one of the best ways to stay focused and keep moving forward. Enough is enough. I believe you. And that's all the more reason to take this seriously. You don't know. Whatever brought the two of you back to life isn't a fluke. And beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember. Are you okay? Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
Just because it bothers you, I'm going to take this even less seriously. You don't know the depths of my apathy. I don't know what you're talking about. I never died. Do you see how alive I am? Would someone as alive as me already have died? I don't think so. Don't worry, I'm going to do a good job. You got me. Pretty much everything you said is true. I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't try to lie to me. Just please take this seriously.
Agreed. We can't win unless you treat this fight with the gravity it deserves.
Do you remember me?
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again?
See? She wants to fight us again. There's no reason for us to stand around talking.
I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have a few things to unpack first, like how we're both still alive.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done. Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
I don't know what happened to you since the last time we met, but I'm not fighting a giant demon lady.
Oh, you've got another thing coming if you think you can just turn around and leave.
Step towards the stairs. You hear the heavy creak of straining metal. And then a snap.
Oh,
She's loose.
no.
Decision and you have to move fast.
Dodge this side, counterattack, turn and fight her head on, run like hell. Dodge to the side, counterattack.
Barrels towards you. You do your best to maneuver between the tight walls of the basement. You do your best to outplay her, slashing out and leaving red cuts in the tattered remains of her white dress. But you have little room to maneuver. For every glancing blow you manage to land, she slams you against the wall in retaliation, each impact threatening to be the last.
This weak little dance isn't working. Just toughen up and overpower her.
But she's a demon lady.
She's throwing us around like a ragdoll. I think overpowering her is a little out of the question.
Did you think you could stop me with a few cuts? All this dancing around is doing nothing but annoying me. I own this place, and I own you.
The princess's arm shoots forward, her palm wrapping around your head, fingers gripping your skull.
How disappointing.
She squeezes, the pressure unbearable as her fingers dig into your scalp. The last thing you hear is the unsettling crack of your skull, and the sickening churn of what was your grey matter. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 3?
On a path in the woods.
Oh.
If you weren't so damned afraid of what she'd do to you, we wouldn't have died back there.
Fear is good. Fear keeps us alive. We died because you didn't have enough of it.
So what? You'd have us cower in a corner?
No, but that place suits her better than it suits us. She's big. We can't hope to find holes and openings down there. We need more room if we're going to survive. Are you suggesting luring her into the woods? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If you lose sight of her, if she manages to slip away, that's it. Game over for everyone, yourself included.
Are you not challenging us on all the looping? Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning?
Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met. Then what is going on? What's going on is that you'd only be saying the things you've been saying if you'd already been here, and if you'd already seen things you weren't supposed to have seen. It doesn't matter. We could go in circles forever. I don't like staying still for too long. Let's get to the cabin, see this through. It's good to know that at least one of you is still capable of reason. We may have the same destination, but we're not the same. You are still an other, and I don't trust you. Well, fortunately, you have an entire trip through the woods to reconsider that.
There's nothing to reconsider. We're all for violence here.
Oh, I get to keep stubborn and
I haven't signed off on anything yet.
hunted.
Violence is the answer here, but the method is equally important to the act. You can't let her leave the cabin. It's like I said, all just circles. Instinct tells me we need space, and I trust instinct. Nothing else to say. Not for me.
We haven't talked enough about how different this place is. I wouldn't even call these woods. It's like her influence is poured out into the world. What if I don't agree with the plan? What if I'd rather do something else? No matter what happens next, it seems like all our answers are in the cabin. We might as well see this through. I'm done with this turnaround. Let's just go to the cabin.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up the hill at the cabin. I hope you've given serious thought to your predicament.
No last advice for us? No words of warning?
From what I gather, you've heard it all before. There's no use screaming into the wind.
I don't know. Screaming sounds pretty good right about now.
I could use a little catharsis. Catharsis is for when we're finished. For now, we need to hold it out in front of us, something to chase. The interior of the cabin is suffocatingly tight, more of a glorified tunnel than a building.
There's no door.
Stone walls squeeze against your sides, leaving you no choice but to press forward. The only furniture of note
is an iron altar jutting out from the wall, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your See, we have even less space than before. We need space or she'll kill us. Take it.
There's no way forward.
Maybe it'll go away again. For something to go away, it would have to be there to begin with. Let me assure you, there's no mirror here. The only thing at the end of the room is the door to the basement. No use arguing. Mirror or not, we need to be there. The why we pick doesn't matter.
I agree with the freak. Let's get a move on already. And worst comes to worst, we can smash it.
Alright, let's take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It will be difficult. There's no overcoming her without it. We need every part of us to survive, and that steel claw is as much a part of us as any.
Alright, let's go.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it, as if you don't see it. You're rather committed to the bit, aren't you? The door's right there, it's right in front of you.
This really is just like last time.
It smells of nothing, yet it's still there.
Smash it.
You bring your fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement. It swings open, scraping against the floor as it reveals the dim path ahead.
Spooky.
Why am I not surprised?
It was in our way, and now it's not. That's all that matters. Before you is what may as well be a sheer cliff face. There are enough footholds that you'll be able to clamber your way to the bottom, but it will require careful effort. The air hissing up from below is warm and wet, like the breath of an enemy locked in close quarters. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, bold and fierce and impatient, echoes from the chamber below.
Do you have more fight in you than last time? That was such a disappointing show. I know you can do better than that.
Goad her. Rile her up. If she's angry, she'll make mistakes.
I know you can get out of there on your own. If you want to fight, then how about you come get one? Are you sure you still want to fight? Are you sure you still want to?
Dead certain. Everything inside of me screams for it.
Okay.
We need to get closer. She needs to see us to give chase.
I guess let's keep going.
You've nowhere to go but down. You start the difficult journey, gripping the stone, lowering yourself foot by grueling foot. But soon, there is solid ground beneath you. Remember every crack and crevice. You'll need to be faster than her. You turn to face what lies at the end of the tunnel. The princess, imposing and tightly muscled.
Hi,
leans back
princess.
in the darkness. Her face widens into a broad grin.
There you are, knife in hand. How thrilling. Attack me, bleed me, twist the blade in my flesh. Break your bones against my body. I want a real challenge this time.
Okay, lady.
Close. She'll kill us in the tight space, steel claw or not. Make her come to us, stand beyond her chains, and let her become frenzied. She'll break them. Then we run.
I really don't like the sound of this.
It's the only way we live.
Well, what are you waiting for? If we're gonna do this right, you can't be scared. You need to want this as much as I do. So go on. Make the first move. Don't keep me waiting.
Okay. Let's talk of it first. We can always fight when we're done, but I have a question. I want to know what happened after you killed me. If you want a good fight, you really... Wait, I skipped one. Not down here. If you want me, you'll have to come and get me. If you want a good fight... If you really want to see me at my best, we need someone with more space. Why don't you want to be free? Why do you insist on fighting me to the death down here in the dark? I'm not fighting you. Step closer. Slay the princess. If you want a good fight, you'll have to... We need someone with more
The
space.
princess scoffs.
Oh, you're up to something tricky, aren't you? You're teasing me with what I want, but I'm sick of waiting. I'm not going to let you give me another bad fight. I'm going to get what I want.
bloody desire in her
Whoops.
eyes, the princess rushes forward,
Ah!
drawing her
No,
chains as they
no.
bend and snap.
No, no, no. Okay, let's run.
Without hesitation, you turn back the way you came and scramble up the ledge towards the tunnel entrance. As you near the top, hands desperately clawing at jagged stone, you glance back. The princess is right on your heels. She doesn't bother to scale the wall as you do, instead digging deep into the rock of the cliff face with her fingertips in her rabid pursuit.
Anywhere you go,
Get off.
I
Go.
will follow.
Leave. No, no.
Good.
I don't know
Reach the
where
edge
we're
and
gonna be
hoist
able to
yourself up
defeat
into the
her.
tunnel.
We're
The
still not
cabin
stronger
door
than her.
Finally in sight, at once within your grasp and infinitely distant.
What is all of this for? What's the point? You and I are always going to end in violence, so why bother to run? I know what I am. Why can't you be the same? Little bird, where do you think you're going?
We're almost. Don't think about almost. We're there when we're there. And we'll take the fight with us. Your skin hums tight with adrenaline as you burst through the cabin door and roll onto the grass. You glance back at the cabin as the princess, singular in her desire to destroy you, explodes through the doorway. You are walking a dangerous path. If you waver once, it's all over.
Oh gosh.
So get it.
There's nothing left to slow me down. Do you think this is better for you? Do you think this space gives you an edge? Then show me! Show me that you've been worth all the room you've taken up in my head!
Do it.
Okay.
Be swift, strike true, be where she's not, let your body move you.
Slay the princess. Are you sure you want to do this? You're free now. And you have the upper hand, but we don't have to fight. Slay the princess.
You leap from the grass and bound towards the princess, keeping low.
Charging me head on? Brave and foolish.
Her body braces for impact, anticipating the clash. That's where you're both wrong. Left, now. As the princess strikes, your body swerves to the left. She overextends, stumbling as her balance shifts unexpectedly. Strike. Before you can finish the thought, you lash out, the blade slicing through her leg. She turns to swing again. Right. You move out of the way, but this time it's not quite as clean. You can feel a bruise already blooming where her elbow crashed into flesh. It's nothing. Yes, it could be worse. And you manage to gift her another cut in return. I'll be damned. We're actually gonna pull this off, aren't we? You just might. But don't let it get to your head. Not until it's over.
Yes, finally! This is the hole I felt in my heart. This is what I've needed. This is what I've been missing. This is how it always needed to end. Both of us giving it our all, beating and bleeding each other to death.
Okay.
The two of you engage in a devastating flurry of blows,
I
each of
guess-
you wounding the other again and again. She's stronger, but you're faster, and the deeper the both of you fall into your lethal dance, the more your edge shines over hers. She's slowing down, blood pouring from wounds, splattering at her feet, leaving her weak and unsteady. More! Keep going! We can't stop now! You spy an opening, but she's waiting for you. She lets you sink the blade deep, trapping you in place long enough to wrap you in her impenetrable arms. You're slammed to the ground.
Nothing. These blows are nothing to us.
But her gambit wasn't enough to close the gap. It wasn't enough to kill you. She stares you down, coughing up a splash of blood as she gasps for breath.
You've outplayed me, haven't you? Something feels wrong. Something.
And? Then what happens?
Aw, man. The hands again.
She's gone. And there's that mirror again.
Approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel...
Screw the mirror. We just need to...
I've withered. Oh.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't it make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
It makes me like you more. You're torturing me.
You are what brings me meaning. Know that the pain of your journey will subside in due time. But you still have a ways to go before we are done.
What's a tacker?
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
Let's destroy our body. Oh,
There's
we're not
nowhere
allowed
for you
to.
be but here.
I'm ready.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Your Honor, you're
Yep.
here.
Yep.
You make your way up. A warning. She will. The interior of the blade is your. The door to her voice.
Hello?
Oh, this is a nice one.
Don't let it. Good.
Continue down the stairs.
Still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you walk down the stairs and look. She's beautiful. I am begging you.
Hi. Do you think...
Let's talk a bit. Oops. Did not mean to do that.
Okay.
What's your name?
Oh,
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
you can address me as your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess.
What's
if
your
Royal
name?
Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
So Princess is your...
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
What have you been eating?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
I'm just
This
curious.
is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant. Okay, but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
I was sent here to slay you. There's something about you that doesn't feel right.
Would everything feel right about you if you were locked away in a hole by yourself for as long as you can remember?
Just how long has she been down here?
So, did they tell you why I'm supposed to be so dangerous?
I've been told enough.
I appreciate the vote of confidence.
They haven't shared a thing, have they? All they've done is point a finger. At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. I don't trust that. And I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about. Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would
I
I
don't
even
know.
want to? We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
I'm sorry, I can't trust you. Go back upstairs and retrieve the blade. Let's go get the blade.
You turn back to the stairs, intent on retrieving the blade.
Where are you going? You can't just leave me here. You'd better hope for your own sake that I don't slip these chains before you make it back down here.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. She has to be bluffing, but I'd hurry if I were you. You rush up to the first floor, grabbing the blade, both yours and the world's only possible salvation. Okay, if we're sure about this decision, I'll support it. I suppose we have a world to save after all. You slowly creep down the basement stairs. It's quiet. Where the princess sat only a moment ago, there's only a severed arm, its cooling flesh still chained to the wall. And she is nowhere to be seen. Is it just me? Or did this room get a lot bigger?
Let's finish
Your
this.
eyes dart to the corners of the room. Where is she?
Investigate the arm.
As you step towards the severed limb, you hear the pattering of feet behind you, soft against the basement floor, then loud and desperate against the stairs. You turn to chase after the princess, but she's fast and has too much of a lead. She slams the door behind her before you can make it to the top of the stairs. The lock clicks into place. No!
Thanks for letting me out. I'd return the favor, but I think we both know that I can't trust you to let me stay free.
With those parting words, the princess walks away, her quiet footsteps eventually fading as she leaves you and the cabin to rot. You're stuck here, alone. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. You don't know how much time passes before the end, but eventually it comes. The world ends, and you end with it.
Ooh. Oh, the witch.
You're on a path. You're here to...
Let's go to the cabin.
She will lie. Don't worry. The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your...
Let's take the blade.
You take the blade from the shelf. It would be... Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it. That's not actually a bad idea.
Let's just enter the basement. I know what's gonna happen with the mirror.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw, waiting to swallow you up into The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
I'm not nasty.
But you are. You're a wretched little thing. I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine, fine. You're the boss. Thank you. You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
She's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you? That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. Do you remember us then? Do you remember last time? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
I get the sense you're not happy with me.
Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back? You'll have to try harder than that.
I didn't care for how you treated me last time, and I think you might be a danger to the world. I'm going to attack you now. I don't trust you, not enough to free you, and definitely not enough to get close to you. I'm leaving. I don't want to hurt you, but clearly there's some broken trust. Take this as a gesture. Give her the blade! Why do I have this feeling you're going to stab me in the back if I help you?
And why would I do such a thing? Is someone's guilty conscience getting to them? But I wouldn't worry. As much as I may hate you, letting you live is in my best interests. If you get me out of here, the only thing that will be dead and buried is the bad blood between us.
Oh, that nagging feeling you mentioned is me, by the way. I'm actually a little anxious about a potential backstabbing event. She needs us to get out of here. We'll be fine if that's what we decide to do. You won't be fine because destruction is in her nature. If she gets out of here, that's it for the world, remember? Even if that's true, that doesn't automatically mean she's gonna stab us in the back. I think that depends on your definition of words like stab and in the back. She might not literally do that, but she could very well symbolically do the same thing. See? He gets it. There's nothing wrong with looking out for number one.
Things got messy last time. I think there's something bigger than both of us at work. We should team up.
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out after all. And unfortunately, you're the only one I have.
Seems to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial arrangement. We should take it. Do you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her and her alone.
Can't you get out of those chains on your own?
Oh, of course. They're nothing to me.
Then why aren't you just getting out of them?
Princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
Let's leave.
Yes, let's.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face. She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face. She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us. It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here. Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her. We're armed and she's not. What's she gonna do? Bite us when we're not looking? You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted. I don't know how many more warnings I have to dole out, but if you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
You first.
And turn my back on you? Do you think me a fool? Your tricks are one of the only things I've known, and I've learned better by now.
Just go first.
You're the one who said you can't leave here without me, which means I hold all the cards. Either you go first or we stay here.
The princess leans close, her nose twitching as she sniffs your neck inquisitorially. What is she doing? I think she's trying to figure out if we're lying, so it's a good thing we didn't lie.
Your stink is the stink of a wretch, but not of a liar. If I have to go first, I'll go first. But I'll have you know my ears are sharp, and I've got eyes on the back of my head. They'll be watching.
Eyes on the back of her head? Does she really? No, we're fine. The princess pointedly turns her back on you, starts up the stairs. You follow close behind her, the two of you walking on tiptoes through the knotted roots of the basement stairs. It's time, boys! Stab her in the back! Do it! Do
No.
it now! Wait, I thought we were helping her escape. Of course we're not. You didn't buy all that noise I was putting down, did you? I was just waiting for a moment for us to strike. She has it in for us, you know.
I'm not stabbing her in the back.
You do realise that she hates us, right? If we don't make the first move now, she's going to find a way to make the first move herself. Why would she do that? She wants to leave, which means we need to work together. She knows that. She wouldn't just act against her best interests. I don't know, if I were her, I'd betray us. Look at me right now, suggesting betrayal. You really need to learn to put yourself in someone else's shoes. I'm with that little weasel. You have an opportunity to save the world. You should take it.
I'm not stabbing her.
And that's a great idea. See, this is why you're in charge and I'm not. You think things through. You stick to your guns. It shows real leadership, and more people should be like you.
We're almost there. You better not try anything. I know you're thinking it.
Us? No, never. I can't believe she'd even suggest that. The gall. The princess reaches the top of the stairs and crosses over the threshold, turning back to smile at you.
Bye-bye, you loathsome little nuisance.
She slams the door on you. Its lock swiftly clicks into place. No, not again. Maybe not stabbing her in the back wasn't such a great idea. The
princess cackles from the other side of the door.
I can't believe you let me do that to you again.
Um. Please just let me out. I won't be mad. Fine, you got me very funny. Can you let me out?
No, you're going to sit down there forever, languishing.
I thought you needed me to get out.
But I just couldn't help myself. And we both know that you're already scheming about how to get back at me if I ever open this door. So we're going to stay exactly as we are right now, for as long as either of us lives.
I won't be
I
mad.
could ever trust you after everything you've done to me. And after what I've done to you, you can't trust me either. Neither of us is ever getting out of here. It's in our nature to be trapped.
Force the door.
Throw yourself against the door. It won't budge. Why isn't he saying anything? I think he's gone.
Oh, I didn't think I'd ever have to see you face to face again. Otherwise, I might have given you a little more courtesy at the top of the stairs. No hard feelings, I'm sure. Why is everything going away? I feel cold.
Ow, the hands. Well, I guess that means I gave her another thing.
Is that a...
Approach the mirror again.
This... If he...
I've unraveled. Alright, let's go talk to her again. Yes, yes.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
There's trees and stars.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one is hope, marred by bitterness. She could see the end of the tunnel, and the door was closed on her. She will make for a righteous and weathered heart. Do not mourn her. She is finally on the other side.
Do you think that anything is real out there?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something. But nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? And do you have the vessel?
No.
Does the vessel have one?
Their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
He does. I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact. He does. When I find him, you and I are going to finally have answers. When I find him, I'm going to kill him. We'll finally have answers.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
If this is the last stage before your completion, then I'm not going back. I'm just going to stay here.
You've already tried waiting, but I understand if you need more time. I'll wait with you.
Wait.
I will see you when you return. What textures will you leave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage? You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Well, the game closed. Huh. I don't think that was supposed to happen. But I guess that's a sign that I should just stop playing. I've been playing for over 2 hours. I think that's plenty. I don't know. I wonder how many more endings there are. Or how many chapters there are. I only got to chapter 3. But do I want to keep playing games? I don't have work tomorrow. Mm. I'm still awake. Okay, I want to play a little bit of Ugly, and then I'll go to bed. Just a little bit. Because I can sleep in all day tomorrow. Let's see. Let me move me back to where I normally am. Whoops. And flipper. Whoop. Nope. Nope. Yep. There. And there. Okay. Okay. All right. I had to watch a thing to see how to get to this one door. Because I was kind of just over it yesterday. Nope. They did this. No, wait. This. And then fell. Yeah. Okay. New room. Let's go. Oh man, there's still the glass things. I don't like the glass. Okay. I don't see any glass here. Okay. Whoa. That was exciting. I switch at the right time. Whoop. Nope. Whoop. At the very bottom. Ah. Okay. This I can do. Much easier than the stupid glass thing. Okay. Let's... Now how do I get up there? Ah. Okay. And then... have to change right at the bottom? There. Where's the key? Oh. Oh. Two of us jump on it? Oh, I probably have to fall and break it from a high... Alright. Nice. I like this so much better than the other thing. Ah. Messed up my rhythm. Now. 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 Oh, nope. Now. Now. No. Nope. It's like right when I'm at the bottom. Fuck. No! Now. 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 Cool. Okay. But there's a memory here. Someone's in a box. Retrieve memory. Okay, well. No. 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 Okay. Whew. God, I hate this. How high can I go? Exciting. All right. Maybe I should have him get this box first. No, wait. Okay. Let's go down here, get this box. Okay. Am I not allowed to push this box? Let's start over again. The box is only supposed to go the other direction. Oh, I don't know why I did that when I just said. Hmm. I'll have to think about this one. Let's go to a different room. I don't feel like thinking. I'll come back here after. I don't know why I need that box. And why I can't just, like... I made it closer. Like if I make it right here. And then, will this help me at all? Why not? No! I want to keep switching. Huh? No. 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 No, different room. Don't want to think. Easier room. Let's go somewhere else. Oh, I can't! I don't have a key! I have to do this room now. This is my life now. Hmm. That was it. That was it. And whoop. Whoop. Okay. This box. Got it. Okay. Now that's down there, which is good. Oh, now I can make it go lower. Why do I want this to be here? Still feel like he's supposed to be over there. So if I do that, I want the memory. No, it's not gonna happen. If I do this quickly enough. Mm-mm. I need... If I go on that... I switch this better. Alright, hint. Tell me what to do. Nope. Okay. And then... Oh. Maybe I can do what I did before and just go through this wall? Nope, still wrong. How do I get back up? So I have to be here. If I do this here, and then switch it, and then, nope. Thought if I... Nope. Nope. Please. How am I supposed to get it back up there? I don't understand how that's an option for me. How do I get back to the door? I think I made a big mistake here. Now I'm stuck. I don't know how to get back to the door. Nope, 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 nope. Alright. One box. Two boxes. Key. And then... And then what? And then what? I don't... It needs to be lower. Maybe... Maybe here? And then... No, because I can't get him back. Hmm. Ah. Okay. Okay. There's a button up there. Ah! I think I can. I should change what this is called. Is there a way for me to do that? Hmm. Hmm. Well, if there's a way to do that, I don't know how to do it, so. No. Okay. I need to jump better. When I get here, I have to do it. Switch, 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 switch. No! Switch, 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 switch. Nope. I have to do it so that it's lower every time. I have to figure this out. How do I... I do it right on the line. Ugh, what am I doing wrong right there? That is in the way. That stupid monkey's in the way. No. Mm-mm. God. Shit. I need to... Ah. No. No. Fuck, I was so close. Okay. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. 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 That monkey's pissing me off. No. 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 Nope, 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 nope. I need to stay normal me as long as possible up there. And I need to time that better. No. That he needs to be switched. He needs to be even closer. Right there. Oh. Okay. Big jumps. Nope, nope, nope. Big jumps, then little jump, then big jump again. Big. 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 Fuck me. This is infuriating. Jump. 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 And again. Jump. Nope. Yep. Jump. Jump. This monkey is... No. No, I need to switch better. I need to switch better. I can't... No. If I can just make that one, like a big jump. 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 Nope. Fuck me. Maybe if I let him fall all the way down And then switch again. Switch, 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 switch. Nope. It's that last section. Switch, 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 switch. Ah! Oh, gosh. Oh, here. Sure. Let's watch the video. Is that not? Oh. Maybe that? It's a storm. Okay. It's fine. No. No. Okay. And now will this be enough? How do I get in there? It won't let me go. I do it here? Maybe I have to do that other one first. How do I get over there? Oh. Okay. What did he burn? Okay. great, but you got rid of my thing. Okay. That was wrong. Yeah, I probably should... No. Now... And then how did I get to that door? What did I do again? I just did. I did this and then I jumped over here. Nope. That's the last door. How do I get that last fucking one? Do I have options, or are they just telling me that's... Because I've already done all of those things. I've done this. Jump, jump, jump. How do I get over there? Done that, I've done that. Done that. Did I do that one down there? Do that and then I... No, still, it's gotta be up here. No. No. I need to know how to get to that door. It's gonna bother me. How do I get to the door at the top? I'm gonna figure out. I'm gonna watch someone get to this damn door. Then he went to that door. Okay, I did that door. I'm cheating. I don't care. I'm not gonna look at the puzzle. I just want to know how to get to the goddamn door. It was how they taught me in the last level. Of course. Of course, of course. Jump. Just jump better. Alright. Alright. I've been streaming for 3 hours. I can't think anymore. I'll do this one another time. But I beat most of the doors. A drop. A flip. I mean, I'm gonna have to get to that one spot. Let me try one more thing, and then I'll be done. This? I have to get him, like, in that little pocket. No, I need you to stay close. There. Click, 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 click. Nope. Click. Nope. A little closer. No. A little closer. That's as close as I can get us. Okay. Alright. Well, I guess we'll do the final boss then. Then I'll be done for the night. Jeez. This hallway's... does it end? Am I... How long does this go? Should I be doing something different? Maybe we both go. Maybe you go one way, you go that way, I'll go this way. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so the yellow door's wrong. Blue? Blue door was right. So blue... Nope. Then... Let's do blue then yellow? Nope, that's wrong. Blue. Then let's go pink. Blue, pink, yellow, green. Nope. Blue, pink, green, yellow. Yep. Yep. Ah. Okay. Okay. What if I do this? Okay. Hello, giant key man. Okay. What do I have to do? Open the correct door? Is the correct door just the one with the eyeball? Whoop, gotcha. Oh, that was it? Psh. So much easier than the last one. Ugh. Accomplished so much tonight. Oh my gosh. Now just that last door over there. Which I know now I can just jump to. Like these? Hell yeah. Okay, what do I want? I kind of want to keep, I want to see what's in here. I don't have work tomorrow, it's fine. It's 2 in the morning, but it's fine. It's fine. Oh! Oh, a box. And he has his own box. I don't quite understand how those work. We'll do one room. Just one. Just a single room. Something with these boxes. How do these boxes work? But you need to bring your box. Oh, now your boxes. I don't know how this is helping me. I guess I can be here. If I do this, will the box... Uh-huh. Why do I want this box here? Okay. No. No. It's a sign. I should sleep. Yes, I want to quit. Ah. Okay. I'm gonna go to bed.